Do you ever wonder why your blood pressure gets elevated at the doctor's office and normal at home? You're not imagining things, and this doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong. Let me explain what could be going on. One very important reason could be the white coat syndrome. And this is when your blood pressure rises in the medical setting simply because you're anxious. Because sometimes you wonder, your doctors might not be wearing the white coat and your blood pressure is still elevated. So that could be anxiety. And this anxiety can be temporarily caused by you're rushing to the doctor's office and maybe you were on the phone, talking anxiously on your way to the doctor's office. It could be in anticipation for the test that you're about to do and you're not sure how that is going to turn out. And it could also be the inflation of the cough, because sometimes when the cough is being inflated, it can temporarily raise your adrenaline, which can raise your blood pressure. When adrenaline increases, your heart beats faster and your blood vessels tighten slightly. And that alone can temporarily raise your blood pressure. This doesn't mean you have chronic hypertension. It means your body responded to that stress. So let's think about this. Anxiety is not the only reason why these readings might change. Stress and timing is also very important. Blood pressure changes throughout the day. It is dynamic and it's not fixed. Morning readings are often naturally higher. Drinking coffee can raise blood pressure temporarily. Exercise elevates blood pressure for short term, and poor sleep habits can also raise your blood pressure. Also, think about emotional stress. If you rushed into the appointment, like I mentioned earlier on, or you had coffee, or you just climbed the stairs, all these things can contribute to temporarily elevating your blood pressure. That is why timing and context matter more than people realize. Now, how do we typically interpret all these numbers and the emotions and everything around these blood pressure readings? It is always important to measure your blood pressure when you're at rest, and that usually happens most times at home. Checking it, different times of the day, or if you want to pick a time to check it, just make sure that all these factors that we've talked about is not really affecting that timing. And you have to be consistent with checking your blood pressure as well. Also, you also need to consider that we compare the clinic readings with the home readings. If your blood pressure is only high in the office but normal elsewhere, that tells me something very different than if it's always elevated. I don't treat one number, I treat patterns. That is how safe individualized care works. Have you ever had higher blood pressure at the clinic than at home? Tell me in the comment section and I'll read and respond to them. Thank you.